So I've just finished recording a previous run with the Mage, and I don't know, I just couldn't let that stand. I had to go back for revenge, so we'll just try again. I've quickly reset everything, and let's hope we have better luck this time. So one thing I noticed afterwards is our perception potion. We didn't really gain much value from that in the beginning. As I said, that can be really good to use on a trap early on to gain maybe a piece of armor or some like 2 XP in the beginning. It goes a long way. But we kind of just, I think, used it and kind of whiffed and gained 1 gold because I used it on a treasure chest and then rolled badly, I think, which is obviously just bad luck, but so that is already some potential wasted. Let's see if we can't use it on something this time that is guaranteed to give something good. I had never really realized that the armory, perfect. I will take that. I'd never really realized that the mimic can also just give you a single gold coin, even if you get a success on the treasure chest. So perception potion maybe better to use on the normal treasure chest and not the trapped one. And that's a success already. This is a much better start than last time. I mean, that's only the rusty dagger, but 1 free feed. Yeah, so if you watched that last run, I can recommend. Now I've already kind of spoiled the end, but it ended in a bit of an exciting way at least. Didn't just slowly die on floor 2 or 3 or something like that. But I won't say much more than that. Let's look under our next 2 cards. So avoid the crow, like always, and we'll just use our fire skill to instantly kill the mutant fly, which only has 4 health, but why risk it? Getting 2 gold, so now we are at 5 gold. Might even be able to buy a potion or armor. Okay, no such luck, no merchant. Now the empty shelter. I do like it. And there's basically a 50-50 chance of a good result, even if you don't get a success. And then if you get the success, you can usually shift to 1. So yeah, I'll go there. We won't get any healing from this, but maybe some XP. Oh yeah, so that's a 1, which is the fighter's shelter. So fire or poison potion or XP. I want to focus on the XP this time to level up quickly. And there's one of the nasty traps. And the treasure again. So, but this time it's not the mimic. Yeah, so I talked about using the perception potion on this trap last time, and I still think that's a good idea because it gives you armor or a holy potion or another perception potion. So really no like wasted value there, I think. But because this is not the mimic and we fought a monster already, so we even gain the extra gold, I will just use it here to be guaranteed to open the treasure chest. And this one has great results, I think, all around. The worst would probably be 1 XP. But that's a 4, which is a poison or another perception potion. Call me crazy, but I think I'll just get back my perception potion. Seems like a bit of a whiff, but at least we still have it. And poison I can always use my character ability for. Okay, so let's go down, look at our first boss, the King's Protector. I don't think we've had him as the first boss yet. He's not that bad when you fight him early because he only does 2 damage and usually you don't have much armor early, so it doesn't, I don't know, hurt as much or isn't as annoying that he pierces through armor. Yeah, so I'll quickly reset everything. Let's hope for some good cards. The worm again, or mutant fly. Now this time I think I won't use my ability, because I kind of want to use it against the King's Protector. Funnily enough, they both do the same damage, 2 and pierce through armor, but the fly only has 4 health, and he's got 12, so just hope we roll a 4 at least. And that's a 3, which is annoying, but I think we'll just take the 2 damage and now hopefully just kill the fly. Yeah, there's the 4. And 2 gold. Now we really need to find a merchant, because we are almost at max gold. Ooh, and more treasure. So I'm not gonna fight another monster, even though this is one that gives XP. But I think that'd be a bit much with the boss fight as well. And since we already fought, we gain the extra gold. No, we don't. We're at max gold. And again, I'll use the perception potion and hope for some XP or maybe a healing potion or piece of armor. 5. That's a healing potion or 2 XP. Interesting. Interesting choice. I'll go for the XP this time. I think it really hurt us last time that we didn't have that many dice early on. Because obviously you need to kind of take some damage and push through the first few areas to get up to level 2 and then maybe 3 at some point. And at that point you have, I don't know, much higher chances of actually finding good stuff even from traps. Another treasure chest, but the Mimic this time, or the Hermit. Now using the Foresight doesn't really do anything for us, because we're going to be, although it could inform our decision here, but if we use it we have to go on to the Hermit. Yeah, so I won't try the Mimic, and I'll just move on to the Hermit. And actually, okay, so tell you what, I will use the Foresight. Just thought of a little cute play here to reveal these 2 cards. And then when I move on to the Hermit, I can refresh the ability and use now the Hermit while seeing these cards. And if there had been anything really bad, I could have swapped the treasure chest in front of us again. But I think like this, I'll go to the empty shelter for sure. So I just swap around these 2. Now we have the opposite problem, too many good cards on this floor. We can't visit them all. Let's hope for not the ghost. It's A3, which is -1 XP, okay. So the shelter giveth and taketh away, but considering all of our other experiences, I'd still revisit the shelter anytime. Let's fight the guy. He's at 12. Now, do we use Frost to prevent 2 damage from him? Or do we use the fire to do 7 and then see if we can't roll a 5 or 6? Let's use the fire. So I'll use... No, I just miscalculated there. So what was I saying? 7. So he goes down to 5. Sorry, got a bit confused there. That was our fire. And even with the armory, I think we have a good chance of killing him now. Not like that. Now the crit doesn't matter. I will use the armory. And that's 1 off. Great stuff. Let's have him hit us and kill the guy. Okay, didn't go as planned, but at least didn't take too much damage. Gold, we're full on gold. we gotta find somewhere to spend our gold. And that's even a 6, which is another perception potion or armor. So I think I'll take the armor this time, especially because we fought him already. So there's really not a chance of stacking up armor and then having it not matter a few floors down against the boss. Yeah, so I think that went reasonably well for us, that floor. Let's go down to floor 2. So spend the food, get this back, and fresh rooms on the board. Let's see what awaits us. The trap again. Now I kind of wished I took the perception potion instead of the armor, but we can always just hit the success, which we didn't. So we are losing 2 food. This seems familiar. I think we had that exact thing happen to us last time on floor 2, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so really brutal trap, that one. But no, this is my favorite monster on floor 2. 6 HP and gives 2 XP. Let's just fireball him. Getting 2 XP, and now we are level 2. And there's the hunter and the trap. Now let's go to the hunter and spend some money. I was thinking I'd just spend the 10 gold on 2 pieces of armor at the merchant or 2 potions at the hunter, but now we kind of need food, right? Could also buy 12 HP. That would put us at max HP. So no, I think it's silly not to buy food. Even if we get another piece here, it's cheap now on floor 2, because that price varies with the floor, and we'll be able to use it later. So 1 piece of food minimum. Let's also spend 3 to heal for 4. And then let's spend 5 on a potion. And I might even just take another frost potion. So early on, healing is better than frost, right? Because most attacks don't do 6 damage. So blocking 6 damage isn't that amazing, and we can use the frost with this skill, but I'm hoping that that'll make a fight really easy for us. And obviously the frost also not only prevents the damage, but things like poison or curse. And we're definitely fighting either the cursed dragon or the spider queen, at least one of them, at some point. Maybe even both. So many rooms and again, 3 traps on this floor. So do I want to risk the shrine? No, I don't have any gold, and getting poisoned there would suck badly. Let's just do the trap with a new die. Now this could mean we lose 2 XP and go right back down to level 1. But luckily we didn't, we only lost 1, so we're exactly at 6. Let's go down with our 1 piece of food we just bought and look at the boss together. The spider queen, there she is, okay. So yeah, I think the poison potion might come in handy there. What am I saying? The frost potion to prevent the poison. Okay, new area, new cards, new treasure it seems. I'm all for that because my purse is empty again. Let's hope for a success. There it is, okay. Poison or perception? So I think I'll take the perception and hope we can not lose that much food or XP with the nasty traps again. Now this is an interesting choice. So the armory with the perception potion means we're guaranteed to get a weapon. The empty shelter only could really give us XP because we're full on potions. We could also use the perception potion at the empty shelter to guarantee we have a choice. And that would mean it's definitely positive. But I think the armory is an interesting... I'll tell you what, I'll just go to the empty shelter and not use any potion. And roll like that, because I want to have the perception potion for those nasty traps. I was kind of wishing I had it earlier. And that's a success anyway, so... Fighter shelter could do a mage's trap, or it stays a fighter shelter. Okay, so I'll just take the 2 XP. Perfect. Turned out fine. Mimic or hunter. Don't have any gold. We do need food. Could use the perception potion on the mimic again, which was kind of a mistake earlier. Because really you're only trading it for gold or 5 HP or that piece of armor. Interesting. I think I'll do the mimic sort of vanilla, because we just get gold. And if we roll it, we roll it. But if we don't, we didn't waste our perception. So we don't, but that's fine with me, because that would have been 1 gold anyways. And nothing else. Okay, Goblin Warrior. Now these early monsters on floor 1 and 2 are usually a good chance to grab more XP, especially for the mage, because they can usually just kill them pretty reliably using their combat ability. But we really want to save that for the Spider Queen. So let's visit the tomb. Maybe we find that piece of food. That would be super lucky. Would need us to roll a 2. And that's a 5, which loses us a piece of food, which we don't have. So, point of HP. On to the Spider Queen. So she's at 16. Now I will just use the fire, because I think this fight will go only 2 rounds at most, so the difference between fire and poison is only 1 point of damage. If I thought it would go on for longer, I'd use the poison, but like this I want to have the chance of at least getting lucky and killing her in the first round. And we still have the frost if she hits us. So yeah, second piece of armor would be nice, but let's just see. So she's at 9. Wow, okay. Okay, maybe I'm just rolling badly today. Maybe I should come back another day. What do we do about that? Do we just take it? I'll use the frost and then roll again. It's so annoying. I don't want to spend XP on feats again, and then we'll never reach level 3. Yeah, so I think the lesser evil here is taking 2 damage for 1 feat only. Oh, and that's a crit. And that's another crit, so that's 12. Okay, so I'll not keep rolling and just take whatever miracle just happened there. So we just killed her. What I was saying is we could have done like 4 or 5 damage to her, and then similar with the 2 dice finished her off in the next round and used the frost in between, and that way we'd not be poisoned and only took 2 damage for the feat. But this works for me. So 3 XP, which is great, and 2 gold, and our reward is a 5, which is a holy potion or 2 gold. Do we want to trade for a holy potion? I don't think so. I'll take the gold, especially because it puts us above 5, so if we come across a merchant, we can buy armor. Yeah. Okay, so that was just a gift from above, I guess, that fight. Move down. We didn't find food, sadly. So we are starving again for 3. So we're pretty low. Might need to look at some healing potions soon. I'll reset the floor. See what we can find. Mushrooms. Always up for a bit of fun with mushrooms. Let's see if we can find food. That would be great right now. Success on a 1, which we can turn into a 2, which is a piece of food. So dodged the ghost there and even got food. Ooh, the mimic again. So I'm getting more and more suspicious of the mimic the more I look closely at the card. I think in our previous runs we were kind of lucky with it and got good stuff or only got the gold. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, is it even worth the effort and the risk? But if the other option is the crow, I'll take the mimic any day. So this really was just a very long and complicated insult towards the crow. Whoop, just flung my dice there off the table. But I caught it, so nothing for us. But that's fine. I'd rather get a piece of gold than lose a piece of gold, because I'm not giving the crow my last piece of food. That's for sure. So I think because the corridor isn't less impressive, we'll use the reveal and then we'll be able to pick from any of the remaining cards when moving to the hermit which card we want to fight last, because we can now use the tunnel. Oh, now the armory is tempting, but I think the empty shelter is more prudent just because it heals us for 4. I think you're noticing that basically one of my strats is maximizing empty shelter if I can. I mean, most of the time you just have to randomly run across it, or come across it. But if you have the choice, I think it probably always is the right choice. So first we heal up to 10. So the 3. Oh, that's the Mage's trap again. Ooh, should have used the perception potion. I don't think I can afterwards. I'll quickly check. So interestingly, I've been using the perception potion before rolling because it says here automatically succeed a skill check and then just roll the dungeon die. So that sounds like you're using it beforehand. But then down here it says defensive potions can be used at any time, which I had in mind, but I thought that only meant healing and holy, but the perception is also a defensive potion. So if it really says at any time, that to me sounds like we can now use the perception potion. Wow, that's even better. I hope that's not a mistake, but the wording does sound like it. And just turn this into a success, which now means we can shift the Mage's trap to either of the other ones. And I'll just make it a cleric's shelter to get the healing potion. Yeah, so I'll play it like this for now because it sounds like that in the rules. But I'll have to see if there's like an FAQ about this, because then having a perception potion at all times seems really strong to just protect you against these really bad failures. Could even protect you from falling that way. I don't know. I don't know if I used that correctly or not. I'm kind of suspicious of how good it sounds now. But let's go down, roll with it, see online later, look for an FAQ or something if there's a clarification on that. Okay, so first room is a trap. Yeah, okay, so now we don't have our perception potion left. But again, with this ruling, we could just roll, and if it's bad, we use it, and if it's not, we didn't need to use it. Seems a bit strong. But that's a success on a 3, which is a piece of armor. First time this trap has been kind to us, I think. And another trap, of course, or the tomb. Again, I'll have to chance it for food at the tomb. No such luck. Oh, actually, yeah, I was just looking at the failures here, but we rolled the 2 anyways, which is the ration. Perfect. And there's the merchant or the hermit. Okay. So, I think the merchant is probably a good choice. Let's see what we can buy. I want to buy a piece of armor, just cause. And we saw we can sell them later on and buy healing potions for them if we need to. And with our last 2 gold, I'll just buy the 2 HP because we seem to be really low on HP all the time. Okay, and now, because we went down here, we don't have a choice and have to do this trap, which is the one where you can fall down. But I don't think that ever happens, does it? I don't think you ever fall from floor 3 to floor 4, right into the boss and then die. Sounds a bit cruel to me. Okay, so poison spikes, which we double succeeded. So just jumped across them and got a point of experience. Let's move on. We keep finding a piece of food and instantly using it. I would really like to find like 1 or 2 pieces at some point and just not have to worry about them. Ooh, and that's the ghoul. So our just acquired armor won't do us any good there. I think we'll be able to manage just with our frost potion. Or frost skill even. So that's a corridor, which we just have to do. Let's not fall down onto Ox Face. That's A2, nothing happens. I think the game's trying to scare me with all these traps where you can fall down a floor. That's the dire wolf, which would give us food. But it goes through armor and I don't want to waste my combat skill on him. So I think I'll just go to the hunter. Now, do we sell a piece of armor for food? I think that piece of armor still has the ability to block 3 damage. So I don't think should trade it for food yet. Although actually the hunter gives 4 coins for armor instead of 3 like the merchant does, I think. No, I'll hold on to it. And there's the damn cave. Maybe get some food there. I don't want to fight. Flo is really trying to shove monsters into my face. And that's poison. Yay. Been a while. Let's move on. And we find food at the bonfire. And we are poisoned for the ghoul fight, which is annoying, but I think could be worse. 25 alive. Oh, that's not 25. And he does 4, going through armor and sucking away our XP, draining them. So for the first round, let's think about this. If we use the poison over 2 rounds, that's 8 damage. Use the frost in the first round to not take any damage. Then roll with our 2 dice. I think could be tight. I think he'll survive another one then. But still, we might get hit once here. Yeah. Let's use that as poison. And so he takes 4 damage a turn. And then we roll, and if he misses, we don't have to use our frost, which he didn't. So he takes 4, and we also rolled 4. Yeah, okay, so 8 damage, putting him at 17. And yeah, so I wanted to use the frost there to prevent the 4 damage, which isn't great value, but because it also drains experience. Ooh, so next round we take a point of poison damage. We've got a crit and a miss. Let's first look at what the crit gives us. So that's 10, and he's at 17. It's going to be hard rolling a 7 with one single die, but I will spend 2 life on at least a feat here. So that's 14, putting him at 3. Kind of feels like that wasn't optimally done. But that's 4 damage through our armor, which is annoying. And we lose a point of XP. So yeah, that's him. And let's just do 3 damage now. I mean, I'm not sweating as much because we still have the healing potion, mind you. Although I'd like to save that, obviously. Okay, so this just got interesting because we didn't roll enough. Now I will just use XP now for that feat. I can't really, I don't know, I can't really use 2 of our 4 HP to do a feat, I think. Okay, but that's at least a kill on him. Didn't go as planned. So, but we gain 5, putting us at 15. And we roll on the rewards. So 2 gold and a frost potion or another 2 gold. We'll just get back a frost potion. Now I'm feeling better about this. And let's spend a 1 piece of food and head down. So now we at least can't fall anymore. So now we just have to regularly make it to orc and gear up a bit, especially heal. Okay. And that's a trap. But at least not the bad one. We are also not level 3 yet as well. So that's negative 2 XP, which doesn't help our goal of reaching level 3. But there's some heals there. Now this is interesting. I wanted to go to the merchant and sell our armor for gold and buy just life and or potions. Though I like our potions so far. But maybe the empty shelter is better. I mean, that's 6 HP for free. But then if we gain a potion, we can't really... I mean, we could just drink a healing potion for it, I guess. Yeah. So, it's hard to tell, but I think just because of the free heals there, putting us at 10, and the chance at even more value, the empty shelter is, as always, the better choice. And that's a lot of successes. So we take poison damage. Oh yeah, so we could have cleansed at the merchant. I don't know why I always forget that. But that's a 2. So we have the choice between a fire, poison, or 2 XP. Interesting. Do we try to make the run for level 3? I mean, losing 2 XP here was really bad, but I think we still have to try. Otherwise, we'd be only 1 off now. But because of that trap at the beginning. And there's another trap. I think I go visit this trap actually, because all we lose is health if we fail. And we are already poisoned and can't fall down, so let's just hope for XP. But no such luck. That's 3 damage. That would have been the pit, but because we can't fall down, we just take the damage. Maybe a bit stupid, but I think I have an irrational aversion against the crow. But a shrine, that could cleanse us, so let's spend the gold for better luck or a higher chance and try to get cleansed. A 1, which turns into a 2, so we only get cursed. Lovely. Yeah, hate that. Didn't even find food on this floor, but I don't think there was any opportunity. Maybe down there. Okay, so the trap could have given us food, but could have also cost us badly. So let's go down and lose 3 HP because we're starving. It's looking bad, but we still kind of have a chance. We need to find some HP. We do have the healing potion, and because we have a frost ability and the frost potion, that basically blocks 2, I mean, it does block 2 attacks, so basically 16 HP from Orc's first phase, or 18 in the second one. So that's actually still a lot of value there. Now we are fighting a monster here, and these are tough. This could kill us outright, but we can heal or use frost. So the King's Guard, 15. Now, let's use the fire, putting him at 8, and hope we just roll 8. Which with our curse is not very likely, but stranger things have happened. So we didn't roll curse or poison there, but rolled bad anyways. I don't know if it's worth... Okay, so I'll just use the frost here because it blocks 8 damage. And let's roll again. Really annoying that we didn't do any damage there, because I thought we'd be able to do 8 in 2 rounds at least, but now we have to do it in 1. And this is looking terrible. Oh, I totally forgot about our armor, so he's only hitting us for 5, but... So we take a point of poison damage, we've rolled badly again, and he's critted. So this is only 2 damage. So I think there's no real way of getting up to 8, because even if this turns into a 6, it won't be a crit because of the curse. So it'll only be 7. So we basically have to reroll both, or drink the healing, which would put us at 8 HP, which would still kill us because he critted and will go through our armor. So our only chance at surviving, as I see it here, is to spend 2 XP to reroll both of these dice and hope for 8. Which, oops, didn't come true. So just to make sure I didn't mess this up, I'll play this out. But yeah, so the healing puts us at 8, we do 5, and he just kills us like that. Yeah, so as I said, the monsters down here are brutal. They do 8 damage and poison and or curse you. So basically as strong as Orc's first phase. That's a real bummer. So had 2 losses with the Mage now. Always on floor 4. Last time we got even further, but that was really only because we fell, I think. Otherwise we would have met a similar fate. At least seems likely to me. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think the answer is I'm rolling badly, which I really can't control. Because in my experience, when I used to play Mini Rogue a lot, the Mage was always by far the strongest. At least felt that way to me. And yeah, while trying to demonstrate that, now I've died twice, which isn't great, but we'll keep at it. I guess I'll see you next time. Bit of a downer here to leave off, but I don't have time to play another round after this, I think. So the revenge will have to wait. See you.